Gatsby. He had a grand vision for his life since he was a boy.
I'm gonna fix things just the way they were before.
Just you and me. No amount of fire could challenge the fairy tale he had stored up in his heart.
I'm certainly glad to see you again.
I can just get back to the start. I can find it again.
Some vision of himself that he had put into loving Daisy.
It's important to think about two primary emotions, one being shame and the other being grief. When it comes to feelings of shame, there's something about yourself that's fundamental, that you worry about what people are going to see or think of you or how they will react to you. That's why eyes become a powerful symbol. It's this notion of who is watching, who is looking out over, who is seeing you. Shame is a feeling about the self is wrong or damaged. He reacts against that shame of those lower class upbringings. He changes his name, he leaves his house for the army, and creates a persona of himself as a self-made man.
I knew that when I kissed this girl, I would be forever wed to her. I stopped and I waited for a moment longer.
He knew that falling in love would change his destiny forever.
And then I just let myself go. I knew it was a great mistake for me to fall in love. I might still be a great man if I could forget that I once lost Daisy. My life won't spoil my life. Keep going on. I always knew that I could climb. I could only climb if I climbed alone.
Another emotion that's important to understand is that of grief. You would look at Gatsby as showing this complicated grief reaction about his loss of Daisy. He met briefly before he was deployed, and he didn't come back in time when she left him. What happens in distorted grief reactions is time sort of stops, or people try to recapture lost time. Gatsby is really trying to reclaim that lost era. When he meets Daisy for the first time after so many years, he almost knocks a clock over on the mantle. It's almost as if he wants time to stop, back to that time when he was 17 when they met. So with distorted grief reactions, you see people who are stuck. They can't move forward in their lives. They obsess or ruminate and become depressed and really try and recapture something that was lost. And as part of that, there's an idealization of Daisy and who she was, and an inability to see her flaws or the flaws in their relationship. And so he's stuck on this ideal image, that green light floating across the dock that he's looking out for and reaching towards. But the more he tries to get back to that time, the more he can't recapture it. He can't rebuild the life that once was. And so he's stuck not being able to go back to the past and recreate that life, but stuck not being able to move forward either.